Alright. Check mic. Alright. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Magandang gabi po. A very beautiful Tuesday sa inyong lahat. Thursday sa inyong lahat. Tuesday tuloy. Alright, kamusta? Kamusta ang trading ninyo? PSEi was green today, so very good sa mga nagda-trade sa loob ng Philippine Stock Exchange. Most probably, if maganda yung mga positions niyo, you are already earning in the stock market. Yan. So congratulations once again. Welcome to the Daily Grind kung saan we talk about stock market, we talk about trading, we talk about making money in general. Kamusta kayo dyan? Hopefully, okay ang araw ninyo. Share PSEi. Ayan. Sorry. Let me just adjust the screen. Sharing the wrong one. Sharing the wrong screen. I don't know bakit palaging naiba to. Anyways, this is PSEi today. Another green day for us, which is good. Right? And then, isa sa mga pinaka-importante is... Asan yun? Info. Show. Ayun. So, ang pinaka-importante is net foreign buying po tayo, 725 million pesos. That's a lot of money foreign investors getting back in. Because, kahapon nga, di ba, nag-breakout sa PSEi. So, that was kind of a bullish signal and pumapasok na yung PSEi. Pumapasok na yung pera. Ayan. So, that's good. I think, anytime soon, we are gonna be seeing a pullback for PSEi. And then, let's see if ever magtuloy-tuloy siya. Di ba? So, good evening, Ishi, Marimat, magandang gabi po. Thank you for watching. Ayan. Mayang gabi, Rowena, Gisette, Saligan, Villa. Mayang gabi, Sir Lloyd. Good evening din po sa inyo. Please share this video po. Paki-share po itong video na ito. Share to your friends, share to your Facebook groups. Para naman po, there will be more newbies that will know about this program that will guide them in their stock market journey. Diba? Good evening, Sir Lloyd. John Carlo Lagrama Delica. Haba ng name mo, man. For sure, nung bata ka pa, ang hirap ng pinagdadaanan mo. Haba ng pangalan yung susulat mo, man. But yeah, good evening to you. Kamusta kayo dyan? Kamusta ang ECQ dyan sa inyo? Alright, let me just switch time music. I'm not sure why my music is not playing. Lo-fi tayo. Di lagi mo play ang Spotify, Jaya. Di mo play. Sorry. Right.
Oh, you need to have the file on your computer. That's a local.
Dili ko ano siya. Playlist na siya. Dapat na nanidaan. Right. Taka lang. Yung background music natin hindi gumagana sa pasensya na. But yeah. Kamusta ang trades ninyo? Kahapon, someone asked about tech. I was looking at tech today. And yun. That's already playing. So, we talked about tech yesterday. I can't remember sino yung nagtanong about tech. We did call it a buy yesterday. And voila. You should be earning a lot already. Maupay na gabi from Gary. Leslie Parba also. May gabi sa inyo dyan. Gary Bagaindok. Maupay na gabi, Sir Lloyd from Eastern Samar here. New fan of yours. Thank you so much for watching. Bitcoin and Ethereum mukhang magpo-pullback pa talaga. So, abang na kayo. Right? Sorry. We called it before BTC USD. Alright. Mukhang magbabreak niya yung MA20. Then we already told you na medyo bearish na yung pinapakita ni Bitcoin. So it's not really time to get in anymore. Right? We called Bitcoin dito pa lang sa 30,000. That's where you get in. Susunod natin entry was the breakout right here. And then pullback MA20 then. That was the entries. Ngayon, Bitcoin is, I think, looking bearish. So that's good para sa atin because whenever it goes down, then we will be able to look for positions. Especially ngayon na wala pa tayong position for Bitcoin ulit. So, hopefully it does go down once again. And abangan nyo po si Bitcoin. Right? Hopefully meron sa inyo dito mga nag-trade na sa crypto. Yan. So, and nag-aabang kay Bitcoin. This is very good for you guys. May gabi from Mandaluyong City. This is from Muriel Just. Good evening po, Alfredo Quiso, Matic, and Uni, please. This is from Muriel. Let's check out Matic. Crypto ba si Matic? Yeah. Polygon. Alright. Matic USDT. Actually, more or less similar yung ginagawa niya. Bitcoin, if napapansin nyo si Bitcoin, supports, breakouts, pullbacks ngayon, it's resting at MA20. So, if you wanna trade this, tignan nyo si Bitcoin kung mag-rally ba si Bitcoin sa MA20. If it does, use this MA20 as your entry point for Matic. Alright? Use Bitcoin as your basis. If ever Bitcoin goes bounces, most probably i-mirror yan, then this will be a very good trade for you. Use MA20 as your support, then buy nyo po dyan. Right, for Matic. And Uni. Yun yung maganda kay crypto kasi meron kayong basis eh. Right, Uni ganoon din. Same with Bitcoin. Supports, breakouts, pullbacks. It did break MA20, so mukhang mas bearish pa ito kay Bitcoin nga eh. So, abangan lang natin si Bitcoin talaga. If ever mag-rally ulit si Bitcoin, then maybe we can look for a position. Maybe this will create a support. But for now, there's no buy signal for this. Right? Alright, so Earl John, Madrid Ginto. Good evening, Sir Lloyd. Regarding Valkyrie po, magkano po yung fees ng bot including VPS per month? Want to try Sir kahit 500 USD muna. Thank you, sir, and keep safe. Right, so si Valkyrie, 7,000 pesos po ang annual fee niya. Right? It's already very cheap, I tell you. Yung original price niya kasi is 1,500 a month. We were able to get the Go signal to market it for you guys and at a much cheaper price. We told them na mga Pinoy, wala na konti lang nakaka-afford ng ganon. So, you were allowed to market it for 7K. So, if you divide that by 12, that's around 583 pesos plus 300 pesos for the VPS. Around 800 pala. 883 a month. Ang more or less fee niya. Right? Meron tayong mga libre na bot dyan if you want to. Andyan si Izanagi. We're in 300 pesos lang VPS ang babayaran niya every month because it's a free bot. Right? So, yun. Eddie Ed, good evening. Magandang gabi. Emily, magandang gabi. Sarah J. Detal. Alright, good evening then. XRP USDT, sir. Sebastian Arcega. Somehow XRP is also following. USDT is also following. Spelling. Is following crypto pa rin, right? Bitcoin. Nag-bounce sa hindi naman sa May 20 but the pullbacks are there. Tignan natin kung anong mangyayari kay Bitcoin. If Bitcoin rallies once again, then may delay ito sila, so you buy if Bitcoin rallies. Okay? So, ganun lang. Arnel Jacinto, good evening. Good evening. Earl John, you answered that already. Emily, if ever you wanna start Valkyrie pala, andyan po sa video description yung video about Valkyrie, video about Izanagi, and then andyan rin po yung registration should you wanna start. Okay? Hello po, Sir Lloyd, dito and MPI po. Kamusta si GMA7? This is from Muriel. Let's check out GMA7. Medyo pullbacks kasi yun si GMA7 di ba? Kamusta ngayon na medyo nagre-recover na si market? Ay nga pala, hindi. This one, tapos na yung pullback niya. GMA7, looking well, but it did test the resistance and it's showing us bearish signals on those resistances. It's too expensive. I cannot recommend it. Plus the bearish signals, I don't want to trade this one. Even if mag-breakout pa ito, I can't really say to you guys na okay siya trade. Mamaya na, if ever mag-breakout to, tignan natin ang volume. That will really matter also kasi. But for now, it's bearish and it's way up there. It's very risky to trade that already. Ping Waping, good evening. Hello po. Dito and MPI. Si Dito? Right. Right, so dito, pula ka agad. Kaka-bounce nga lang eh. But yeah, this is your next buy area na talaga. Tingnan natin kung mag-green bukas. If that goes green, if you wanna trade this is your support. Or I strongly recommend buy some lang muna. And then if it goes to its major support again, then you buy more. Or if ever mag-uptrend, that's where you buy more also for dito. Okay. MPI was already a buy. Was that yesterday or the other day? Sinabi natin na buy na si MPI. Tingnan natin ngayon. Right. Ay, hindi. Not the other day. Pullback siya ngayon. So, wait for MA20. Most probably, MA20 yung bounce natin. Next bounce, technically, for MPI is the best entry point. Right? So, abangan nyo si MPI. We talked about MPI dito sa support. This was a buy right here. Ganda ng divergence di ba? So, hopefully you know about divergence already. If not yet, sige, let's talk about divergence ngayon. That's why is it my favorite technical analysis, okay? So, pag-usapan natin yan. Isa yan sa mga paborito ko talagang technical analysis. Especially for me, that I am a position trader. Right? Position trader ako. I usually look for reversals at the bottom. I usually try to predict if it's the bottom. If ever hindi man natin ma-predict, then at very least, pwede tayong mag-stop loss if it's a stock na ayaw kong i-hold naman talaga for long term. Or, you can buy more if it's a good stock, di ba? So, ito po yun. Hi sir, bakit tumataas today yung GSM? Sila GSM, sila Emperador were doing well for this year, right? Yung earnings nila is very good. 13.91%. Grabe. So, breakout. Hopefully, nakapasok kayo with the breakout. But, yeah. Ang ganda ng mga income nila for this year. So, that's very good numbers. Multiple marks. Ano tong multiple marks? I'm not really sure about this one. May dividends din pala siya. So, piso. Right? Not that much. Pero, dividends are dividends. But yeah, magandang performance nila GSMI, nila Emperador this year, right? Siguro dahil na tanggal yung yung liquor ban. What was I gonna open? Ano nga ba ulit yung open ko? Ayun, RSI dapat. So yeah, let me open RSI divergence. Kuha lang ako ng image about RSI divergence. Open image and new tab. There we go. Ito, maganda. So, if you can screenshot this one, please do. Right? Screenshot niyo po ito. Right. So, this is divergence. This is called the divergence cheat sheet. So, on the left side is the bearish signals. And on the right side naman is yung mga bullish signals. Right. So, there is regular divergence. Kung bearish signal, ibig sabihin kung etong blue na ito are your prices, the red is RSI, okay? So, what happened here is that's a bearish signal, pataas yung presyo, yung resistances pataas, but RSIs are going down. That means that even if mas mataas yung presyo, the buying is weaker compared to the previous top. If it's weaker at a much more expensive price, then I don't think the buying will continue kasi mas weak na nga yung buying di ba? That's why divergence is telling you na bearish na siya. You can look to short this one out or wait for the lower. Kung gusto nyo pong shorting, wait for the lower high that will form a head and shoulder pattern and then short sell nyo na. Yan, pag may nakita kayong ganito. Right? Yan yung nakita natin ito. Like for example, this chart right here. During this time, yung presyo niya is sideways, pero RSI is going down. That's a different type of divergence. Presyo is sideways. Ito, exaggerated divergence. Sideways ang presyo, but RSI is going down. So it was a bearish signal. And you saw that nag-pullback siya after. And right after that, recovered din ng kabad. Si MPI naman, sa bullish side naman, ito. Right, so, ito naman yung nangyari kay MPI. Right, exaggerated divergence. presyo, the supports were the prices, the lows were already in sideways, but RSI support is starting to look up. That means that yung selling is dito mas malakas, but the selling is not as strong as the previous support. Meaning, mas marami nang nag-hold on this support, and that's why it is bullish since konti na lang ang mga nagbebenta, right? Kasi ganito yung RSI, 'di ba? If ever there's a mark kasi sa RSI na oversold or bought. Hopefully you've watched RSI already. You know RSI already. Right, let me just So ganito 'yan, RSI from 0 to 100. Right? Sa 50 mark kasi, that is basically your momentum. If the RSI is playing on the bottom side, that means mas malakas ang selling. This is the selling side kaysa sa buying. So if RSI is above 50, the momentum is going up because buying is starting to get stronger, right? And technically, on the opposite side, since buying is much stronger, selling should be lower, right? So, yun po, sideways ang presyo, but RSI is already starting to go up. Pining mas konti na lang ang nagbebenta on the second support. That's a very good signal for you. That's why we test it out. And that's what happened in MPI. Right here. Presyo was going sideways, but RSI was starting to look up already. That was a bullish divergence right there. Exaggerated divergence to be specific. Right there, presyo was already going up when RSI is going down. When RSI support is already going up, prices were going down. And then, dalawa pa nga ito. Meron pa dito presyong pababa, but RSI was going up. So, this is two bullish divergence signals. Isang pababa na presyo at isang sideways na presyo. Look at this. Pababa na presyo, right? Bababa ang presyo dito, but RSI support is already looking up. That's bullish signal. So, that was a buy right here pa lang. The market was not very good, looking so good. But, look at that. Another divergence for you guys. That would have been a very strong signal already. Dalawang divergence na pinapakita sa inyo. That would have been a buy already. And if you bought that, that's a win for you. And that's basically how I trade. Especially nung very active pa ako mag-trade noon. Right? So, I used, gamitin nyo in trading. I want you to be aggressive in trading. Hopefully, this is really the right field for you. Para po na, to achieve financial freedom. Maganda kasi mag-trade to build your funds, right? Build your funds through trading. And then, yung mga kinikita nyo sa trading, as much as possible, lagay nyo, i-transfer ninyo sa mga low risk na mga investment. Wag yung, kasi trading is risky, right? Yung mga income ninyo sa trading, ilalagay nyo pa rin sa trading, mahirap po yun. Kasi you're gonna be risking the earnings already. What if you lose? Sayang naman yung earnings ninyo, right? So, ganun po ang ginawa ko. What I earned in trading, when I was very active in trading, I placed it on different investments, right? Created videos. Yeah, it's not easy to create videos. It's not cheap to create videos, especially yung mga malalaking videos na real estate, etc. So, and then, that's basically how you achieve financial freedom, right? Gamitin nyo yung pera nyo maayos. Huwag nyong, porque malaking kinikita ninyo sa trading, makaasta kayong gumastos, grabe din. You're gonna be trading always. Ang kagandahan kasi sa trading, once you know it, if ever magipit man kayo in the future, pwede nyo takbuhan ulit. Kasi ako, ganun ginagawa ko. I feel ko na I need some funds, then I'm gonna trade. But yeah, so far, okay na tayo. So, hopefully kayo rin in the future. So, if you wanna trade, guys, this is a very useful technical analysis for you. Samahan nyo po ito ng sabayan nyo po ang market. If market is looking good, bullish yung market, if you see these kinds of positions, try to trade them, right? Napakaganda ng position trading pag ganito ang isa sa mga ginagamit niyo. Kahit ito lang, ito yung ginagamit ko talaga, support resistance, Bollinger Bands, and divergence for my position trading, right? So yun yung ginagamit ko for position trading. Medyo putol yung chat ninyo. I wanna fix that. Thank you, sir. May limit po kasi ata yung Izanagi. Parang first 100 users po muna ina-accommodate nila. From Earl John Ginto. Ganun ba? Ang Izanagi first 100 lang pala. Okay na, open na po ang Izanagi. We already opened it. Sinistest kasi yung first 100 eh. So, yeah, use that. Gamitin nyo lang yung registration link ko. Right? My registration link is okay. Right? Wala pong problema yon. Right? Yeah. But yeah, that is... Hopefully, na-screenshot nyo na to. Bearish signals, pwede nyo po gamitin ito para sa mga short sells niyo. If ever exaggerated divergence, yung RSI, resistance pa sideways but RSI starting to drop, that's bearish. Itong medyo tricky is the hidden divergence. Prices are starting to look up yung supports but RSI is starting to look down. Bullish din yan. Also this one right here, presyo is pababa pero RSI is starting to look up. That's a bearish signal right there. Paano po mag-position trading? From Alan Abing Gallardo. Basically, ang position trading kasi is you're looking for good positions. Look for stocks na gusto ninyo. And then, you try to predict the bottom. Ayun yung ginagawa ko. If I think na nagsistabilize na siya at the bottom and it's a good stock, yun ang binibili kong stocks. May mga momentum traders na nag-aantay sila ng mga nagbe-breakout na stocks, yun yung sasabayan nila, or yung nagrarally na stocks, ayun yung sasabayan nila. Pwede rin naman yun. It's much more demanding sa time ninyo. Ang position trading kasi medyo chill. Right? Pero, medyo chill siya, but you will earn more if you put more. Ganun po. That's how you compensate with earnings. Yes, malakas kumita sa momentum trade, but what you put in momentum trade, yung amount is maliitan lang. Right? So, malakas ang percentage, but because it's much more riskier, maliit lang na pera ang linalagay mo. Depende sa'yo. But ultimately, I strongly recommend maliit lang sa momentum trade. Sa position trading naman, mas konti lang yung trades, but it's less risky, so I can afford to put in more amount para kahit na minsan lang ako mag-open ng position, malakihan naman yung kitaan, right? So you have to balance that also. If you wanna know more about, technically meron ako seminar for position trading talaga. That seminar of how I do it, yung trading masterclass ko. Meron po ako nun, right? Kasi mga nakukuha nyo kasi dito sa YouTube, sa Facebook, dito sa daily grind natin, it's bits and pieces. Kung gusto nyo po mas organized from start to finish, how I trade, how I prepare for the market, how I execute my trades, lahat. Punta kayo sa patreon.com/elbizar. May option po doon so that you can access the webinar, right? Choose that option for you to be able to get it, okay? So, yeah, it's an investment. I strongly recommend you invest a bit in it. Hindi naman kaano yun. Pero, yeah, that's a huge chunk of my years of experience is placed in that video. So, I guess it's a fair trade. All right, so let's go back to charting. QCLN from Ishimarimat, QCLN and Gadot. QCLN. Alright, QCLN. Meron tayong support dito for QCLN. Hopefully, abutan tayo dito. But yeah, around this area, that's a buy, that's a buy, Ishi. And then, range trade lang. This is called range trading. Buy the support, sell at resistances. Or, you can sell some. Baka mag-breakout kasi. But yeah, range trade lang for this one. This is a good find. Maganda yung range trade ito. You're at the buy areas already. So, look for a good entry right there. Good find, Ishi. Gadot. Alright. Green Dot Corporation. Support definitely is right here. There is a major resistance right here. Yun yung medyo concerning for this one. So, I don't think this is gonna be enough for the risk. Maybe a breakout. Mas maganda ang breakout lang dito. If you wanna get in dito. Kay Gadot. Dirk Ratunil. Yan, Dirk John Paul Ratunil. Sir, bakit tumaas today in GSM? It's been doing well lately talaga. Right. Or baka merong silang inaano na hindi natin alam. Alan Gallardo, paano po mag-position trading? We answered that already. Dennis Mundo, good evening Sir Lloyd. Pwede pa-check sa LTG. Fest, salamat kayo. Sure man, LTG is mukhang magsusupport na to right? So, right? It did bounce today after seeing this level right here. Mukhang okay na. Mukhang okay na si LTG. The downtrend is here though. Ang gusto ko kay LTG kasi ang problema kay LTG, ang dami lang losses. So medyo nahihirapan si LTG ngayon. Look at that, second quarter earnings even this year is still on a negative. So it's not my kind of trade. I don't like to trade this one because I play with the odds. Odds are this will go down because hindi maganda yung performance nila. So hindi magsustain yung supports na nakikita natin. Baka magtuloy-tuloy pa pababa. I could be wrong. So if ever a good indicator for you is this MA20, use MA20. Pag nag-breakout sa MA20 yan, then hanap na kayo ng position. Maybe pullbacks, depende for LTG. But I don't like the LTG right now since it's not doing well. I only trade good companies that is performing well. Kasi the odds are it is gonna go up. Higher chances na pwede siyang umakyat. Nancy Katilo, Sir Amazon po and Baba. Thank you. Amazon. Amazon. Sorry, wrong spelling. Pullback na si Nasdaq 100. Right. So Amazon still on a downtrend right here. Maybe on the support right here. Baka makita tayo. But for now, it's still on a downtrend. So wala pa tayong buy signal for Amazon. Next for Alibaba. Right. So Alibaba, massive pa rin ang galaw niya pababa. So stay away from Alibaba for now. Right. Open ko si Pro Charts. Alright. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. That's why I'm not opening new positions because I think Nasdaq is gonna pull back already. And with what's happening in Afghanistan, part time, there it is. Nag-pull back na si Nasdaq 100. Paano ko nalaman na babagsak na to? Same guys, RSI divergence, yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. Look at this right here. Prices are going up, but RSI is starting to look down already. Right? Meaning yung buying pababa ng bababa. It's already showing bearish signals. That's why I think Nasdaq 100 was gonna drop. And it did drop already. So, anytime soon in the future, pwede tayo maghanap ng mga position. Amazon, pwede natin hanapan ito ng mga position in the future. For now, wag na muna. Right? Yung divergence na yon is this one right here. Yan, bearish divergence. Regular divergence, prices are going up but indicate yung RSI is starting to lock down yung resistance. So that's the reason why we were able to predict Nasdaq 100 might go down already. And it did. In the last 3 days, bagsak na siya. So anytime soon, we're gonna wait for dips and then hanap tayo ng position ulit for Nasdaq 100. For now, wala pa. DMC, there's a question about DMC. Alright, si DMC, tuloy-tuloy yung pullbacks niya. This is very tricky. Yung pullbacks niya, yung mga pula niya kasi it's not really a pullback. So, nagtutuloy-tuloy siya. So, I don't like this kind of trades. So, I will want to look for a healthy pullback and then pag nangyari yan and mag-bounce, then you buy. So, Lloyd, but if ever hindi mangyari yung pullback at yung bounce, habulin ko na lang sa taas kasi hindi naman nangyari yung buy na ginagusto mo. Right? What I usually do is, if ever hindi ako balikan yan at hindi siya mag-pullback and ayaw akong bigyan ng magandang position, then I don't trade it. Simple as that. Right? In trading, if your trading system is not met, if your conditions are not met, then it's best not to trade kaysa pilitin ninyo. Ay, try ko nga ibang technical analysis para lang ma-justify mo na papasok ka. Now, that's bad, right? If ever it doesn't give you the right signals, then stay away from it. If ever lumipad man yan, then good. But it's about following your trading system. It's not about winning it all, right? It's about your discipline. It's about following your trading system. Okay, punta ako sa YouTube kasi kahapon may utang ako sa mga nanonood sa atin sa YouTube. Hindi ko nasagot yung mga tanong nila. Sir Sis, good evening po from Japan. Konbanwa sa inyo. Algorand Crypto po. Pa-check. I'm not sure ano. Algo USD. Right. USDT. US dollar. Tether. Right. Meron tayong massive na resistance dito, pre. Short-term resistance. If you want a short-term trade this. Ang ganda eh. I mean, 20 bounce. Pero, wala na. Nakalipad na eh. Tsaka malapit tayo sa major resistance dito. Pag nag-breakout na lang to, Xerxes sa major resistance niya, that will be a very good entry. Right? Kay Algo, USDT. Right. Romel Escano, Masantos na Labi. Lodi, share your thoughts naman po on DMC, Green, and SCC. We covered DMC already. Si Greenergy, we called Greenergy na buy na noon pa. Dito, medyo mahina na yung galaw ni DMC. We have a possible resistance right here. Breakout for Green kung gusto niyo pasukin yan. SCC. McCoy Oragats. Good evening, Sir Lloyd. Thoughts on IRC? Good earnings to 2,800% increase. Maganda yon. So let's look at the technical analysis of IRC mamaya. Semirara, that's a head and shoulder pattern. That's short signals right there, meaning most probably babagsak na yan. So stay away from it. IRC. So IRC, after the earnings report, ang laki ng kita. Laki ng volume nun. That's doing a pullback right now. Yeah, most probably this is gonna be, tingnan nyo to ha. Previous resistance, guess where it bounced? That is the support right there. Right? So if you were looking to get in IRC, kanina dapat sa support na ito. Previous resistances doing breakouts tend to become the supports. That's where people line up, and that is where it bounced. Right? That's a confirmation for you, confirming the support. I would say that's a buy right there for IRC. With good earnings, I would say, and overall, napakamura hindi naman napakamura. But yes, doing well as a company. That's a buy already. Right? That's for IRC. Xerxes, susubukan ko rin po ang Valkyrie. Naka-fill out na din po ako ng mga form. And did deposit for the VPS and MT4 fee. Excited na po. Sana ma-process yung account. Yeah, usually 24 hours po. So, congratulations. Kenneth Flores, get MT5 instead. You'll have access to US equity CFD. This is from Kenneth Flores. Yun po yung for the Valkyrie. That's the bot, right? Yung requirements ng bot is the MT4 po. Yeah, you can get MT5s for your personal trades, but for the bot trading, MT4 is what we are gonna be using. Peculiar Dar, Vita Pusar. Let's check out Vita. Alright, so Vita, galing. The breakout was good. Right? Ito yung entry points eh. So many buy signals for Vita. The past few days, sabi, I think we covered this. Maganda na yung signals niya. The divergence is there. The reverse head and shoulder patterns are there. Nag-breakout na nga siya. That's a buy still. Overall, mura pa rin si Vita. That's still a buy. Uy, may nagpadala ng star. Thank you so much. Right. From Nelfa San Juan. Thank you so much for the stars, right? Alright, anyways, going back. Vita Subay, AEV this is from JSM Homantok. Right, AEV. Right, AEV. Galing ng breakout sa AEV because of good earnings. Ang ganda ng income ni AEV in last two, what do you call this? Last two mean, sa second quarter. Sobrang ganda na divergence na pinapakita dito guys. So, it did go up. Even on the third one, mas taas pa rin yung RSI. Sobrang ganda ng buy dyan. Alright, right now, it's already way up there. It did break out, but I don't like those kinds of breakout. Mas maganda, mas mainam, let it pull back and bounce. Hindi pa naman gaanong kalakasan ng market. So, mas maganda po dito is a pullback or bounce. Or, if you want to, you can buy this breakout. Kung ayaw nyo maiwan, okay lang naman since that's your support. You can test buy here. If ever it goes down, overall, ang ganda pa rin ng base niya dito. So, you can always buy more sa baba for AV. That's a very good position right there. Hopefully, makisama si market. Maki Talatad. Sir, ano po pinakamadalas nyo indicator na ganun na gamit ninyo? I usually use support resistance, breakouts, bounces on supports, RSI divergence, and Bollinger Bands. Right? Yun yung mga madalas na ginagamit ko. SLP, kamusta na sa SLP? I did tell you guys that SLP somehow is creating a bubble. I don't like the fact that it is shelling out so much SLP in a day. So, tingnan natin kamusta si SLP, SDT, and wala pa rin divergence. Yes, it did go green today. But look at that. From this point down, grabe. Right? And that's the reason why I stopped you guys. That's the reason why we talked about NFTs before. Ano dapat tinitignan nyo sa SLP, sa NFTs, sa SLP. Ano ba yung business model nila? How do people earn SLP? Yeah, people just earn SLP just like that every day. And there are so many players. So meaning the market is just flooded with SLP right now. That's the reason why SLP prices are dropping. Sobrang baba na naman po ng presyo ni SLP. Alright, we could say na maganda ang support niya dito. The problem is, during this time, maliit pa lang ang number of SLP available sa market. This time, kahit na nasa support tayo dito, ang daming SLPs sa market. Market is flooded with SLPs right now. Mas mababa pa nga yung RSI natin ngayon kasi mas marami pa yung selling kumpara sa SLP noon because supply here is not that large yet. Pero ngayon na sumikat na si SLP, ang supply natin sobrang taas na. And law of supply and demand, pag mataas na supply, demand is low. So reason why mas malakas na sell-off ngayon. Still bearish for me. I cannot recommend SLP just yet. Sir, good evening po. OFW po ako here in Singapore. Pwede po ba mag-open sa Valkyrie kahit nasa ibang bansa? I believe pwede, di ba? Pwede ang Valkyrie kahit Singapore? Valkyrie Go Market. Yeah, pwede, di ba? Outside. I believe pwede. Send us a message sa Facebook page natin. I have a Facebook page for bot kasi. So, sineseparate ko yung mga results sa bots, updates sa bot in this page right here. I'll post it in the comments. Yan. Please follow that page, right? Every week, halos every day, mag-update ako dyan para sa bot. So please follow me there, right? You can send a message here para dito natin sagutin yung mga bot mga questions niyo. Okay? Let's move forward. Bakit bagsak ang mga mining company ngayon? Bagsak ang mga mining companies because number one, investors, big time investors are kind of scared of the mining industry still. Why? Because it's very volatile. Minsan, pag nagka-problema, matitigil ang mining, national level pa nga, nahihirapan ng mining. So, it's kind of volatile. So, investors really don't tend to put so much money in mining industry nowadays. Especially ngayon na mga millennials, the new generation is much more environmentally inclined. Right? Medyo anong tawag dyan? What's the term? Very sensitive na mga na yun when it comes to environment. So, yeah. There are even movements na dapat hindi kayo nag-i-invest sa mining kasi you're supporting it. Ito, ganyan. So, it's kind of volatile. So, the big time investors not really putting in so much money in it. That's the reason why. Alright. Aris Pineda, send me a message there. I believe pwede kasi Go Markets ang gagamitin natin dyan. And then, send a message, then dun kita sasagutin if ever I get feedback already. Maki Talata, thank you po sir sa inputs nyo. Malaking tulong po. Happy to help, Maki. Let's go back to Facebook. And well, may mga comments dito. Once again, thank you so much, Nelfa, for the stars. Alright, so may question dito, Raymond Marquez. Please check dito. Tingnan natin si dito. Kamustahin natin si dito. Right. Still a buy for me is dito. Right. Pullback, bounce. Pag nag-create ng support yan, then that's gonna be your buy point. Buy some. If ever it goes further down, you buy more sa support na yan. Ang ganda na ng RSI na pinapakita ni dito kasi. Right. Ran Tabilas, FCEL. So I'm just gonna do technical analysis here. Not really familiar with the company, so purely technical lang muna tayo. Alright, divergence right there. That's a buy. If ever this company is good, I'm not really sure what happened with the downtrend. Baka nagka-problema ang company, etc. If ever that's the case, I don't want to recommend this. But if the company is okay, it's just that nagka-bearish lang na market sentiments, then that's a buy. This is a very good find. I love this trade, right? Buy nyo to. Check nyo po sa fuel cell, right? Buy nyo yan. There's a question right here. Sir, magkano po minimum sa bot? This is from Raymond Marquez. I strongly recommend kung magva-Valkyrie kayo, si Valkyrie kasi is a premium bot. May bayad si Valkyrie. So, para masulit ninyo, recommend start with 50,000. Pero kahit 25k, kung wag nyo naman pilitin ha. Kung 25k lang, okay pa rin naman. Bawi pa rin naman. And then, si Izanagi is for free. Right? Si Izanagi, since it's for free, it's much high risk. High risk, high reward din naman siya. I would say 25k is also a good start for Izanagi. If you have 50k there, pwede yung ihate. It's up to you. But yeah, depende kasi talaga yan sa pera. If ever masakit para sa inyo yan, if ever you're masakit pag you lose money, that kind of money, then that means you have attachment to that funds. As much as possible, wag niyo pong ilagay sa trading yan. Again, when it comes to trading, since it's high risk, only put in money you can afford to lose. Na kung mawala, parang lang kayo nawala ng cellphone, medyo masakit pa rin, pero parang wala kayong magagawa eh. Tuloy ang buhay. But what I mean is, kahit mawala yung pera na yan, it's not gonna affect your net worth, it's not gonna affect your lifestyle, it's not gonna affect your family. That's my point, right? If it's only use extra funds, if meron talaga kayong sobra-sobra, then lakihan nyo. Right? If ever hindi naman, then wag niyong pipilitin, okay? Because this is high-risk investment. Especially we're in Forex, very volatile. So, please understand the risks involved also. Ricky Cabal, Sarah, good evening. M-Wide, Sir Lloyd. Alright. So, M-Wide was already a buy the past few days. Let me share my screen. Okay na yun sa M-Wide di ba? Alright. Still a buy for me. Sobrang ganda ng presyo na yan. Look, that's a massive support you're looking at right now. We are looking at very good divergences already. That means buying is already good. Selling is not that, hindi nakalakasan ang selling. Alright, momentum is starting to strike up. That's a buy for me. Budigahin niyo po yan. Sobrang mura ni M-Wide. This is one of the buys that I recommend. Recommended buying M-Wide here. Umakyat naman. Ngayon, look at this divergence on the supports. That's beautiful support right there. Take advantage of that support. Buy that. Amazon still on a downtrend. Juliet, Marie floor. So I cannot recommend it just yet. Gonna go back to YouTube. Maki. Alright. We're able to answer all the questions already. Alright. So first so good. I haven't got a feedback from Kapamilyang Arnel tuloy. Kapayama Arnel. Most probably bukas, we're gonna be announcing if we're gonna be talking about the new IPOs, mga fundamentals nun. I'm gonna be talking to them. I'll let you know para may magandang topic tayo for tomorrow that you can digest over the weekend kung gusto kung pasukin niyo ba yung mga bagong IPOs. Right? I'll give you feedback tomorrow. If we cannot talk about it tomorrow, most probably next week. But definitely abangan niyo po 'yon because those are investment opportunities again for you guys. Thank you so much sa paad po for Valkyrie. Jaya, can you intercept this? Sa stocks ed siya nag-ask for. Wag po sa stocks ed ninyo ilalagay yung Valkyrie, right? Because that's my project, hindi po sa stocks ed. Yan, linagay ko lang dito sa live natin. Right? Doon kayo sa sa page na binigay ko sa inyo or financial freedom. Doon niyo po ako i-message about Valkyrie. Wag dito sa stocks ed. Right? Kasi yung mga partners ko dyan, they don't really they're not really knowledgeable about that. So, baka hindi ko masagot. Right? Kasi doon ako nakafocus sa mga pages ko. Right? That's it for me this evening. I'll see you again tomorrow. Hopefully you enjoyed the rest of the week and hopefully marami kayo natutunan this evening. I'll see you again tomorrow and as always, let's get rich together. Bye everyone. Thank you so much sa mga sumuporta kay mangingisda.org. Puno na naman tayo. Hopefully in the future we can open more slots for you guys sa mga gustong pumasok sa mangingisda.org. Right? Thank you so much for your support and help din. May habol pala si Juliet. Right, before we end, since we still have time, Netflix. Okay, pahabulin natin. NFLX. Netflix. Right, Netflix looking good. Meron tayong resistance dito. Let it break out from that one. Mukhang mag-resistance si Netflix. It's either breakout or kung bumalik man dito sa support, those are your entry points. Pwedeng breakout or pwedeng support bounce for Netflix. Alright? So, again, that's it for me. Hopefully, marami kayong natutunan. Good night. Let's get rich together. Bye, everyone.